When the Kundalini rises, you actually can see the movement of Kundalini. There have been many people who have been talking of Kundalini awakening. Actually, none of them who say so have shown the rising of the Kundalini. The reason being, the Kundalini never rose. The Kundalini only rises when there is somebody who is already enlightened and who knows the job of rising the Kundalini.
First of all, I think this is the most important thing to understand about your own Kundalini, as self-realization is self-knowledge. And the one who gives you self-knowledge is this your own Kundalini. Because when she rises, she points it out what are the problems on your chakras. Now, we say that it is pure desire. But we do not know what purity means. It means your chaste desire. It means it has no lust, greed, anything in it. That power is your own mother and is settled in your triangular bore. She is your own mother. She knows everything about you. It's like a tape recorder. She knows everything about you. And she is absolutely the knowledge. Because she's so pure. And whatever chakras she touches, she also knows what's wrong with that chakra beforehand. So she is quite prepared. And she adjusts herself fully so that you do not get a problem by her awakening. If any chakra is constricted, she waits and goes on slowly, opening that chakra. Now this Kundalini is the primordial power which is reflected within you. And within you, in a human being, it is like many strands of energy. So it's like a rope. And these energies are all twisted together to form this Kundalini. In a human being, these strands are 3 into 7, that is 21, raised to power 108. But when your Kundalini rises, 1 or 2 strands out of this come up and pierce the fontanelle bone area. Only 1 or 2. Because it has to pass through the innermost nadi, known as Brahmanadi. It's all a spiral throughout, because Kundalini is a spiral, and these nadis are also like a spiral, like this. So the innermost nadi is the Brahmanadi. The outermost nadi is the right side, and the second innermost is the Ida nadi. So through the Brahma nadi, she starts sending those threads. By that, they relax the center. By the relaxation of the center, the sympathetic nervous system also starts relaxing. And when it goes to the Agya Chakra, then your eyes start relaxing, your pupils start dilating, and your eyes can become like mine, very black, absolutely relaxed. So you can easily see in a person how far is the Kundalini. If it has pierced the Agya, then the eyes will be completely dilated and will be shining. And then she enters into the Sahasrara. Now it is absolutely pure light of knowledge, love, compassion, and attention. All these three things are in that energy. We know of many energies like electrical energy, we know of light energy, we know of other energies. But these energies cannot think, they cannot adjust, they cannot work on their own. They are to be handled by us. But this energy itself is the living energy and knows how to handle itself. It thinks. If you see a seed being sprouted, you'll find at the tip of the seed there's a small little cell which knows how to go around the soft places and then how to encircle the stones and then how to find its way to the source. That cell has got, I would say, a little Kundalini in it, the way it moves. But within you is a tremendous force of Kundalini exists. So you have a storehouse of compassion which can be enlightened by the Spirit. You have the storehouse of love, compassion, and knowledge, and ocean of forgiveness. When people get realization, they do not understand that they have to now grow. And why they don't grow? Because they do not ask for these energies. A person who is a realized soul, if he says that I have to have more compassion, my compassion is not all right. My concern about others is not all right. My generosity is not all right. I'm exploiting others. I'm exploiting their love. Then this energy starts moving, giving you that greater dimension of love and compassion. But if you do not want to be growing in your awareness, then she says, all right, he is a half-baked Sajogi, let it be. She doesn't supply that energy which is stored within you. I told you, 3 into 7, that is 21 raised to power 108. So what a storage you have within yourself. But because of your mundane style of thinking and asking, in the beginning when I started Sahaja Yoga, people used to ask for, say, jobs, or for my mother is sick or a father is sick, or they would ask for money or something like that. So these wants are not pure wants. As we know in economics, they are not pure wants. They are impure wants. Because they are never satiable in general. So this Kundalini, that is your mother, she is there to supply you, nourish you, to look after you, to make you grow. By giving you a higher personality. Higher personality, wider personality, deeper personality. Now, we think if somebody is well read, then we think he is a higher personality. Sometimes a person who is rich, we think, is a higher personality. Sometimes we think a person who is very hardworking is a higher personality. Sometimes we think a person who is having some sort of a confusion about religion or something, we think he is a higher person. Our ideas about higher personality itself are wrong. People are higher because they are spiritually evolved. Otherwise they are not, they go to dogs. Nobody respects them. Germ itself means actually Kundalini. Germ means in Sanskrit as we call it Ankura. Ankura is the germ. To look at a seed looks like an ordinary thing, nothing special. Could be very hard nut also. Mostly the seeds are in nuts. Mostly. If they are not in nuts, then they might be having some sheath or something, minimum. But you won't find a seed just hanging from somewhere on a tree. It has to have some protection, some sort of a hardness outside. Now, that hardness is there. But the germ has a capacity to break that hardness. Just imagine a germ, which is such a delicate thing, which even if you touch it might break. Can break a germ, can break the covering, the hard shell. How can it do it? Isn't it fantastic? That such a hard shell, which we cannot break it with our teeth here, can be easily broken by a delicate germ. So at that time, what happens is the shell itself doesn't become lively. It doesn't get live. There is no movement of the shell itself, but it moves and it opens. So that delicate thing, when it grows, then the shell has to break. In the same way, this Kundalini, which is a delicate thing, if you see a person who is compassionate, oh, they say, Mother, he is too much a gem, everybody has sort of a sympathy, protectiveness for that person. He's just mother, he's just compassion, it's too much. We always feel such a person to be a weakling, a weak personality, and that he should be protected. Oh mother, he doesn't know also how to abuse people. How will he beat anyone? He cannot even kill an ant on this road. How can he do anything that is good for nothing? That's our concept. Because we think we should have somebody really a tyrannical person to handle things. But just see that in a seed, it is that delicate germ grows and breaks the shell. In the same way, when we become really delicate like a germ and then grow in our delicacy and in our beauty of compassion, love, and knowledge which makes you humble, then these shells will break. So what we should ask for is that beautiful, soft, compassionate nature, and then the Kundalini will supply. Because she only has that. Kundalini doesn't have anything else. All her power is of love. Nothing but love. So how can she give you something she doesn't have, supposing you hate someone? What can she do? She can't do anything because she cannot give you powers to hate. So what she says, you hate someone, Allah forgive. She gives you the power to forgive. Like a sword has to fight, a shield, not a sword. So the violence, as they say, can be only fought with non-violence. In the same way, if we have to grow, the Sahajogis have to grow, first of all, we have to see how softly we talk, how kindly we talk, how considerate we are. Now, this is externally. But when you start doing that externally, the energy starts coming internally. You might say, Mother, even if you think, so that's our thinking. No, you're thinking that, no? For that thinking, the energy will come from Kundalini. Because you're asking her help. Whatever she has, she's willing to give, but whatever she does not have, how can she give? Now supposing you want to get angry. She hasn't got the power to show anger. So how can she give you anger and temper? I mean, sometimes I try, let's see if I can get into ego. How to get, I don't know. Because this Kundalini doesn't know what is this ego, how to pamper the ego, and how to make you fly in the air. No. So whatever kind of energy she is, she will give you that. So please remember, those who try to bring in assertions and conditioning and ego and all that are not going to grow because they are not getting the energy from the Kundalini, but from outside, which is absolutely useless. So the power of Kundalini is absolute purity, auspiciousness, holiness, chastity, self-respect, pure love, detachment, concern, enlightened attention, to give you joy. As every mother wants that her child should get the joy. Whichever way is possible, she'll try to give joy to her children. In the same way, this Kundalini has only one power: how to give joy to her own children. And she does that. Supposing, I don't know about modern mothers, but normally, if I would go and say to my mother, teach me how to be angry, she will say, you go and cut your nose. If I tell her that, tell me how to tell lies, she'll say, go and cut your tongue. If I say, tell me how to see bad things in others, she will say, take out your eyes is better. All these ideas that we harbor within ourselves make a very big problem for Kundalini to enter into your attention. Now, people always ask, Mother, how are we to grow? What should we do? That's why I say introspection. There should be introspection. What do I want in this life? I should be able to love many more people without any lust or greed or expectations. All right. Then the floods of abstract love will flow. She gives you witness state, she gives you peace. How many things she has to give you, by which you become so powerful, so very powerful. No one can trouble you. She gives you security, she gives you peace, she gives you wisdom. You all are capable of getting self-realization, all of it. Whatever must be your past doesn't matter. We have to be in the present. Past is finished, future doesn't exist. You will be in the present, and that's the reality, which you all can feel the vibration. So, one should not have any such ideas that I have done this wrong, how can I get realization? This is unnecessary. You should never think that you are guilty. If you were, you would have been in the jail. You would not have been here. So, don't think you are guilty. Don't judge yourself. You don't know yourself. It is to know yourself you have to do this. And don't judge. You must have great respect and love for yourself.
And I am sure it will work out tonight as desired by these people. But those who don't want to have self-realization, I would say they can go. Because I don't want them to disturb others. Supposing if you don't want, it cannot be forced. It has to be asked for. You cannot force it onto anyone. You cannot pay for it. You cannot do anything about it. But if the Kundalini doesn't rise, it's all right. We'll have a center where you can go and get it corrected. Maybe something wrong in the chakras which you do not know, and they will find out. So it will take hardly any time. Hardly any time. Have faith in yourself. First of all, have faith in yourself, and this will work out. First, I think to forgive others is difficult. You see, the Western people, they cannot forgive themselves. And for Indians, the other way around. They cannot forgive others. You see, I don't know why there is this kind of a different, attitude. But we should forgive ourselves also. God has created you as human being, not to be ruined like this, not to be shattered like this, but to achieve your glory. Realization. You have to just put your hands towards me like this. I think if you have shoes, you'd have to take it out. Helps us a lot. We are sitting in Delhi. We are here in this Bharat Bhumi, in this Yoga Bhumi. It works very fast. In this country, it works very fast. And also with you people, because you love this country very much, you work so hard for this country. So it works very fast. So don't have any apprehensions. Just put your both the hands like this. Again, I would request you must forgive yourself and others. That's very important, because if you don't do that, then your center here, we call the Vishuddhi Chakra, will be blocked. The guilt part is will be blocked, and if you don't forgive, then this Agya Chakra will be blocked. Please put your hands like this, little lower. Now, first we'll start feeling some cool or hot breeze on your fingertips and also on your thumb. Then in the palm, you start feeling a cool or a hot breeze. Some people start thinking that this air conditioning, it has nothing to do with air conditioning. So please have faith in yourself. Now, please put right hand towards me and put down your head a little and feel with your left hand on top of your fontanelle bone area, which was called as talu. If there's a cool or a hot breeze coming out. Now please put down your heads a little and see for yourself. Move your hand. It might be coming very far, maybe very close, but don't put your hand on top, but above. Just move, please. Move it on the sides and see for yourself that it's a cool or a hot breeze like coming. It is hot means you have not forgiven. It means only that you have to really say, I forgive. You don't have to do anything except you have to say in your heart, I forgive everyone. That's a very great quality. Now please put your left hand towards me. And see with your right hand. Again bend your head please. And see for yourself if there's a cool or a hot breeze coming out of your head. Just see for yourself. Now, please put your right hand again. Right hand is more. So put the right hand like this and see for yourself. Now again put both the hands towards you. And don't think. Just don't think. You can stop thinking, even for a second. That's very good. This is called as nirvicharita. Then comes a stage to become nirvikalpa. When there is no doubt in your head, you become into doubtless awareness. Where you're sure you got it, you're sure you can do everything. That is the stage one has to rise.